I've been waiting for you.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Welcome to Storytime Tarot, where we alchemize some bullshit into some power and love. Hi, my name is Cheyenne, also known as the Lighthouse Speaks. I am a tarot reader, a seer, a conduit of God, everything in between, nothing at all. Hi, I got a story, and this is going to be a series because we're going to go ahead and we're going to talk. I got some things to share, and I feel like these are things that other people have been through and things that we should go ahead and alchemize together. Because instead of holding on to these things and letting them harvest within us as something, maybe as sickness or as an illness, maybe mentally, maybe some emotional problems, or just like some physical pains, because the trauma, the body does hold the trauma and it keeps the score. So I feel like these are things that we should go ahead and alchemize. So rather than holding on to that, we can go ahead and release it and bring more power into our bodies. When we talk and share our voice, not only are we activating this throat chakra and allowing our voices to be heard, which is what I'm doing right now, but we are also releasing. This is an act of release so that you can bring more in. It's like, think of your body as a house, and think of everything that you've been holding on to, the trauma, the hurt, and the pain, as things that is literally cluttering up the house, whether it be toys or old clothes and things that they just don't even belong anymore. You don't even really want them. You're just kind of holding on to them just in case. And imagine that all of that is just cluttering up your house. The moment that you talk, maybe you share it out, whether you write it, do it in art, music, whatever your way of expressing your pain is or your story is, when you allow yourself to do that, you make room. It's like you're saying, okay, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to donate this and I'm going to throw this away. And now you're watching everything be cleared up and your house is decluttering. It is like that. So that is what we're doing today. Today I'm going to go ahead and talk to you about a time where I literally had someone just lie to my face the whole entire time. I might be laughing a lot, I feel, but that's also just, laughter is medicine, and it's, people don't even realize, but it's a way for cleansing. You start laughing, you are literally cleansing things away from your body. So let's go ahead and talk about it. I had the cards too, because maybe as I'm talking or just after, we're going to go ahead and pull some cards for people who are going through this same situation, who resonate with this story. Maybe you're going through it right now. Maybe you've gone through it in the past and you're trying to alchemize this situation. We're going to talk about it. We're going to transmute it. Okay? So, man, we're going to talk about this. That's all I can say, because I'm just like, don't even know where to start. Dude, okay. Let's just talk like we're like buddies, okay? We're like buddies. So let's just chill. Okay. So this was, I can't even tell you what age this was. Sometimes there's just so much trauma, like you really don't remember stuff, okay? Like for real. But I remember that this was during I was still in school at this time. I think. Yeah. Yeah, I think. Maybe. No. Okay. It's starting to come back as I'm talking about it, which is good. Okay. So I actually wasn't in school at this time. It was after I had I think I had dropped out of school. I had already dropped out of school at that time. But I was still hanging around like people in like my apartment, and I had a boyfriend at that time, and this is who that story's about. So back then, And honestly, up until, because my self-love journey has come in like pieces. It first started after, and there's going to be a lot of trigger warnings, so I'm just going to say it right here, trigger warning, for everything. Through my first relationship, it was abusive. It was an abusive relationship with a woman, and I after that literally fell into my spirituality and my self-love journey. That's what took me into that. Being through that was just like, I was just like, no, I can't do this anymore. Well, I did it again, but that's another story for another time. This one was actually before that relationship. This was right before that relationship. So, okay, now I see why that came up. This was right before that relationship. And I hadn't even started on my self-love journey yet. So the concept of self-love, that was foreign to me. That was real freaking foreign to me. So I was constantly in this mode of being a people pleaser and overgiving and not receiving the same back. And that's what was going on in this relationship. And I remember I would like literally like splurge. This is honestly like what took me back, like calling my power back from doing that. But I was splurge. I would literally like spend my money on like bunch of gifts. I'm a very thoughtful person, so I like to really like pay attention to what they like, and just like what they're interested in, and I like to gift them from that thing. I like to just pay attention and listen, and I like to I'm a gift giver. I like to show my love in just multiple ways, but I'm definitely like a gift giver. And I would just like give him gifts all the time. I remember just like, because I like my green, okay, if you know what I mean. I like my green. And anytime I had any, like, it's like I had to share. Like, it had to, like, it was not just mine, and I went through this again, but like, I had to share. It wasn't just mine, and kind of just like took advantage with me like that, like, just like take it all from me, or just like be like, okay, I'm gonna take this now, and like this is what it's gonna be, I would just like hang around this person, and it was like, first of all, I was always hanging around him and all of his other guy friends. Like, there was never any other girls there, never any like females there, never just like anyone that I could like really like relate to. So I'm always just like in these places where I don't feel like I belong. But let me tell you what okay, so it's like you don't even know where to start with these things. So hold on, 8:44 on the time. Like, just go for it. Dude, can I just jump in? Can I just jump in without like leading up to it? Can I do that? I like looked around like, dude, I found out he was lying to me the entire time. Like, the entire time. So he's like saying like he's working all of these jobs, and like he's doing this, he's really busy at these times. Like, certain times he'd be like, I can't talk to you right now, like I gotta go to work, blah blah blah, I'm about to go do this, I'm about to do that, I gotta help somebody out, such and such. And there was always these like things, and I'm not thinking anything of it, because last time I checked, I'm like, you're able to get certain things, like, what's going on, And this is how I found out that he was lying about like literally everything. So he was one of those people who just like did not have any type of respect, and he had like a very much wandering eye. And I'll say it, like, I've been the jealous type. I've been that person who has been the jealous type in multiple relationships. And typically, I'll start off the relationship very trusting, very open, not feeling jealous at all, not thinking about anything. But the second that they give me a second, like a reason to feel like distrusting, like instead of leaving, what I would do was I would stay, but I would like be on their ass. like if like something happened, I'd be like, you're not supposed to do this, like I told you, like this made me feel uncomfortable, blah 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 blah. Like, and either I would say it like really like I would start off saying it like very like kind, very sweet, or if they like kept doing it, like that's when I would get to this very like point of, you're not about to like F with me anymore, like no, like you're not supposed to do this, I said blah blah blah. And that's where my control would come in, and I'd be like, girl, just leave. Just leave. You're not doing what you want. Just leave. If they are not, and I'm saying this because I feel like this is a message for somebody. If they are not giving you what you want, and I'm not saying like you have to control everything, but I mean, if they're not being loyal, if they're not being trustworthy, if they're not communicating, and these are things that you have talked with them about multiple times, and they're still not listening, leave. Go ahead and leave. That's it. And if you needed validation that you made the right decision to leave, that was it. Because they don't have respect for you. Part of that was me not having respect for myself, and having that being reflected right back to me. So during this time, we're going to loop back around, because I didn't have respect for myself. I didn't have the love for myself that I do now, where I'm just like, yeah, no, cut. Bye. So literally, I remember like he was under these like girls like photos and stuff, and that was like back when like Instagram would like show you like people's comments, like I don't know if they still do that, but like they would like show you like on your feed someone else's post, but the person that you follow, their comment under it. So I saw that, and I was like, he was like commenting something like really like, just like disrespectful for someone who had a girlfriend. Very disrespectful. He was like talking about her body and stuff, and it was just like very disrespectful, and just like how hot she was. And I remember like I was that person that literally was like, hey girl, did such and such happen? Like, did anything happen here? Did anything go down? Can you be honest with me? Blah blah blah. Because I'm feeling like, you know what, maybe he's not gonna tell me, let me go ahead and ask her. And she actually like told me like everything. Like she was just like, like, yeah, he's been under my comments for a while, and like he's trying to do this. Like I got screenshots, like this is what he's been doing. I do not like him at all. Like I have a boyfriend. And so I took that information and I went back to him, and I was talking to him about it, and I was just like, you can't do this, blah blah blah. And I think this was like the first time that it happened, or the first time that I had seen it happen. And I told him about it, and then like it became this thing, but he was like, okay, I promise, like I won't do this, blah 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 blah. And then something like that happened again, so I went to him again and was just like, you said, like, you promised you weren't going to do 1444 on the time you promised you weren't going to do this. And he was just like, like, fuck it, like I don't want to talk no more, like we're done, blah blah blah. And girl, I ain't had no respect for myself Girl, boy, I had no respect for myself. I was just like, oh my God. Oh my God. He's done with me. I was just like so done. I was so done. Like, I was literally like, I can't do this. I can't do this. I literally can't do this. I literally was just like so done. I was just like, I have to change this. I have to fix this. I have to do something about this. Like, I can't. I don't, like, we said we were going to have children together. Mind you, like, I'm barely like 19. But he's like, I was like, we said we were going to have children together. We were going to have family together. I'm like hanging out with his niece. We took like photos together like a family. Like, I'm hanging out with his family, his sisters. Oh my God. Like, I can't do this. Like, I thought we were forever. And so I'm like, oh my God. Like, I think I was just like, no. Like, what do you mean? Like, and then like he was not responding. So I was just like, oh my God. I have to fix this. So at the time, I lived in these apartments with this other dude. And so many stories around that. But I was like, can you take me? Because it was his friend too. Like, it was like mutual friend, you know? So I was like, can you please like take me to his house? Like, can you please like take me to his house? Like, I need to like fix this. Like, I was like a mess. I was like literally a mess, and I went to go knock on his door like that. And he was like, yeah, like, okay, like, whatever. But he ended up taking me. And he waited for me and everything. And I was there for a little bit of time. But I went there, and I knocked on his door. And no answer. I knocked multiple times, no answer. So I was like, okay, maybe they're out. So I'm just gonna go ahead and wait on their stairs for them to come, because it was like his sister's apartment. So I'm waiting, and I wait for a long while. And you'll have to excuse my body shakes. Y'all already know what happens. I'm releasing, and you're watching me alchemize. So, I'm literally waiting on the steps. Finally, his sister and her husband, like, come. And they're like, hey, Cheyenne, like, what are you doing out here? Like, what's going on? He's not answering? And I was like, no, like, he tried breaking up with me, blah, blah, blah. I just need to talk to him, blah, blah, blah. She was like, what? Like, yeah, come on in. So, turns out he was already there. Like, he was home the whole time. He just wasn't answering the door. So I come in, and I'm just like, as soon as like I go there, he's just like, he's there, and I'm trying to like talk to him, and I'm just like, listen to me, please, blah, blah, blah. Like, I didn't mean it, blah, blah, blah. Like, we can fix this. And he's just like, no, stop talking to me. You need to leave me alone. And he's like trying to like push me. And he's like, because he was like sleeping in a closet at the time. I've been through that shit too. So we not gonna judge, okay? He was like sleeping in a closet at that time. And he was like trying to like push me out and whatnot. And I was just, his sister was just like, don't push her, don't touch her. And like, I'm sitting here bawling. He finally like closes the door in my face. No, I think, yeah, he like ended up like slamming the door, but like he left, like he fully like left the apartment again, so that I wouldn't like follow him. So I'm just there. I'm like crying. I'm like, I'm not gonna chase after you. But I'm like crying, and like his sister's just like, calm down, just sit down, you know, like tell me what happened, like what's going on. Bless her heart. And you know, like I'm telling her what happened, and she was just like, yeah, and I mean, I understand, like, ever since he, like, lost his job. I was like, huh? She was like, you didn't know? I was like, no. lost his job, like, when? And she was just like, yeah, like, he lost it, like, 3 months ago. Like, it was something around that. Anytime between 3 weeks to 3 months ago, he had already lost his job. He had lost his job for a while. And I was like, he said he's been working this whole time, like, he's been going to jobs. And she's like, no, he hasn't worked in, like, a long while. He keeps getting fired because he's always late and he's always slacking off. And I was like, oh, okay. And, like, she just, like, tells me, like, what he's been doing. And then I'm like, oh, okay. All right. Okay. And I forget how that interaction even ended, but, like, they were so kind to me, and they sent me on my way, and I was just like, I gotta go. And, you know, the guy that drove me there was still waiting. So I get in the car and I'm talking to him, and he's just like, oh, okay, so, you know, like, so it's over, huh? And, like, you know, like, I'm telling him what happened and whatnot. And the tea wasn't over. The tea wasn't over. He was like, huh? He was like, yeah, like, you know, I didn't want to tell you nothing, or, like, you know, but, like, every single time, like, he went out, like, he was going to go see, like, these other girls, and he would tell us, like, he's going to go see these girls and blah, 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 and he would go to their house, and, you know, like, he was seeing all these people. I was like, so much disgust. You telling me I've been kissing and doing things with this man, and he's out here doing the unthinkable? Like, and I don't know nothing about it. I don't know nothing about it. I was like, I ain't never felt so dumb in my life. Oh my gosh. So I was in shock. I can't even tell you what happened after he told me that. It's blocked out my memory. It's blocked out my memory. I cannot tell you what even happened after that. Literally what my mind does is like, okay, that experience. Beep, boop, beep, boop, beep, boop, beep, boop. All right, the next traumatic experience. Express. Get off here on the left. Left. I can't remember, okay? So I'm just gonna be honest with y'all. So, that happened. I was like, oh my God. Like, all those time that I was sitting there, like, I bought him, like, a record player. I bought him, like, all of these things. Like, I was, like, so, like, I'm sitting here having these memories of just, like, hanging out with him and just, like, doing all these things with him and just, like, just giving him so much of me. It's not even about the material things. F the material things. It's the fact that it's my energy. It's me being thoughtful. I didn't just give him any old things out the trash, which, mind you, I'm pretty sure he gave me a bunch of things out the trash. Birthday came around. I literally wrote this in a journal. Birthday came around, and, like, what I did for him was not reciprocated. He came to me with a trash bag, a white trash bag filled with things that he either stole from other people or got out of the garbage can or got from the Goodwill, because I received so many things. I was just like, out of all the time and out of all the years that you have known me, and, like, when have I ever said that I liked Lilo and Stitch? And I'm not nagging on Lilo and Stitch. There ain't nothing wrong, but I've never once, like, it's not my favorite movie. It's not my favorite show. It's not, you know what I mean? So it was just like, I've never once talked about that. He was just like, here you go. I bought you this because I know you love Lilo and Stitch. I was like, who have you been talking to? And like, he literally like gave me like this like coral peach. My skin don't look good with coral peach. He gave me this coral peach like bag that had like, it was just like, you could tell it was so used, but it was just like, you couldn't even get me like something from the Goodwill that was used, but like chic, something that I could at least wear with everything. Like, I know he's a guy. I know. But, you know, don't guys like typically pick out like the nail colors for women? Don't they know what looks good on them or what they think they would like? It's like, are you even looking at me? And like, it was like so like clearly used that it was just like scraped at the bottom, like brown parts were showing. It was just, and this is a coral peach bag. It was so scraped that there was, you could see the underlayer of brown on the bag, and it was just so worn. I was like, did you steal this from your sister? Like, where did you get this? I'm actually a little scared. And here's how I know he hated me. Because I literally say it. I've always said this. I'm just like, you know, one thing you should probably know, like, please don't get me like a teddy bear or anything like that, because I'm always just kind of like scared that someone put like a camera in the eyes of the teddy bear. And I've always said this. And he got me a teddy bear for my birthday. I was like, thank you. Thank you. I was so disgusted. I didn't know what to do with it. I kind of just like laid it like face down. Like I literally would like face it down, put like a blanket over it. I was scared. And you know why I had reason to be scared? Because I can't remember if this was before my birthday or after, but at one point he ended up like on a phone call telling me like, you want to know everything? Do you want to know everything? I'll tell you everything. I used to stalk you every single time that you worked at the movie theater. I was there. I never went to go buy anything, but I knew what time that you worked and what time you get off. And he actually described like bits and pieces, so I knew he wasn't lying. I knew he was there. I was just like, you've never once. Actually, no, I saw him one time. I actually did see him one time, but I don't think he came up to me. I can't remember if he came up to my line or if he didn't. That might have been the one time that he did come up to my line, but like after that, I didn't really see him. So piecing that together, I was just like, ugh. And then he was just like telling me like all these like, you know, just like unnecessary things. Like maybe you probably should have kept that to yourself. I didn't tell you to be that honest. You know, I like honesty, but I didn't tell you to creep me over the phone. I didn't tell you to do that. You should have stopped. You should have stopped. Like, literally, you did not have to. No, you really shouldn't have. And so I had reason to be, like, scared of someone getting me after, if he said that after or if he said that before, I can't even remember. But I just knew. Just intuition was working at that point. Not the other times. Couldn't get me then. But to be fair, I hadn't tapped into my intuition or spirituality then, so we're gonna forgive ourselves then. But I was so disgusted. I was like, you didn't listen to me at all. You didn't care. You clearly did not care about me or what I like or what I'm interested in. Now I'm just like, if you did not have money, you didn't have to get me anything. You could have just spent time with me. Because I mean, he did spend time with me, don't get me wrong, but I'm the one who paid for dinner. Now I know why, but like, I'm the one who paid for the date. Like, I was like, oh, okay. Like, I've never once had people ever give me money for my birthday, and I've never once asked, but I've never, like, just like, I don't think I've ever had people genuinely, like, reciprocate any of my energy back to me on the day that I was born, or show their appreciation for me. Most of the times people couldn't even show up. And I think the one time they did was like literally like one time in my life, and I think that's when I turned, I don't even know. No, I can't even tell you. But that time I actually did very much enjoy that. And yeah, if the two people ever come across that, they'll know. It's only two people. But okay. That was really disgusting. It's things like that where you can like, it's, oh my God. Sometimes it's the big things, and sometimes it's the little things where you can tell that somebody does not like you. Where you can tell that somebody does not really care about you. Where you can tell that somebody does not really respect you. And you'll know, like, you'll feel it. You will feel that disrespect. They may tell you you're too sensitive, or you're thinking about it too much, or you need to get over it. They may tell you, like, you know, it's your fault. I didn't mean to do this, blah, 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 blah. I'm sorry that you feel that way about me doing this, you know. They might try to do some narcissistic ass stuff like that. They may try to lie. They may try to like gaslight you, make you feel like you're the one who's crazy. But trust and believe that when you feel that disrespect the first time, trust it. Trust it. If you speak up and talk about it, and it's even more disrespect, or they don't acknowledge or really hold space for your feelings the way that you need to, the way that it needs to be, you gotta go. You gotta go. They don't care. They don't care. And they may never care until they see somebody else caring for you, or until they see you actually receiving the life that you want to live, or they see you looking good without them. Because chances are they suck the life out of you. Man or woman. Chances are they suck the life out of you. Sitting there looking like Squidward or something. One of them points in times. Let's pull out the cards. I think it's time we go ahead and alchemize this, because my body shakes have disappeared, so I know that I have went ahead and I've alchemized it. Sometimes it is so simple to alchemize something just by speaking it out. You can share it, or you can literally speak it out. If you don't like writing, you can speak out your letter to that person, whether they're here or not. You can speak out your letter to that person, how you're feeling, how that made you feel, what they did, what you did. You can be so honest and speak it out, and that in itself is not only you breaking this spell, this curse that's been put upon you, or this bond that you're trying to let go of, but it's freeing you. It's genuinely freeing you, allowing you to move on and move forward. I always keep thinking every time about Lot's wife. Do not look back. Do not look back. How painful for him to have to flee this city with his wife. Hear that she looked back and is gone, no longer hearing her behind him, and still have to keep going. Sometimes looking back will literally cost you your life. Sometimes going back will literally cost you your life. That was intense. I don't know. That was intense. Okay. Wow, the magician. Yeah, that's what you are. That's what you are. That's what we are right now. That's what we are. Literally, that's what we are. Ooh, what's this behind it? Temperance. Should we take it? I feel this. I feel this. The self-indulgence, the conflict, the lack of perspective, the antagonism, the recklessness. That's literally what we've been in. For those who know and resonate with this story, that's what we've been in. This recklessness of our own heart, of our own bodies, our own minds. Just giving ourselves and our time and our energy away to other people. And how much of that brings an imbalance into your life? One thing that I always notice, and I don't know if this happens for men too, but definitely tell me if you come across this message. I would love to know. Yes, genuinely, I like to know information. But for me, honestly, personally, if I am, and I know this happens to other women because it's been a discussion, but when I am with someone that I shouldn't be with, that is literally, they're lying, they're cheating, they're doing something like this, whatever it is, or they're just not the person for me, my body will literally start to repel. And one of the ways that it'll start to repel is I will start to odor. I'm just yo, because in human design, my actual cognition is smell, right? That's my main cognition. It's smell. So typically I'll know that something's off by whether the spiritual sense of smell or physically. And every single time, before I even knew my intuition, I would start to have this odor that I would just smell, or they would smell. And I'd be like, this is not me. This is not what I smell like on the regular. This is not my smell. Something's off. Something's all the way off. And my body is screaming, stop giving your energy to this person. You are literally rotting from the inside out right now. There was so much imbalance within my physical body. And even in my mental, my emotional. Because like I said, I was so into this control, so into, and it's when you're growing up and you don't have no, who cares? I was about to go into, but who cares? Honestly, who cares? I make my own decisions. I make my own choices. I do. And even when I didn't know better, I still made the decisions for myself that I did. So let's own that. Let's have that accountability right here, right now. Who cares who did what in my family? Who cares what I seen? I still took that and made the decision to act that out in my own life. I don't have to take up the mantle of everybody else in my life who did me dirty, who did me wrong, who said I couldn't do this, or provided some type of traumatic experience to me. I don't have to take up the mantle of these people in my life, of the naysayers. I don't have to take up that mantle. So much imbalance was happening in my life from giving myself away. And it started to literally physically show up in my body. I don't know if that happens for men as well. If they start noticing that they're like messing with someone that they shouldn't and their body starts to, but I definitely know for women that happens. And I always like to alchemize these cards too, you know, and make a decision. You know, I can continue on with having this imbalance, this conflict in my life, or I can say, you know what? This is the balance that's coming into my life. This is the balance that's coming in. After having so much just like disrespect for my own body and my own self, this is the balance that's coming in. Because now you're stepping into this time of putting yourself first and putting yourself as a priority. Tell me more. Ooh. That is so sweet. Oh my God. No way that the two cards that came out to the side were strength. Strength. Can I show this? Strength. And the Lovers. No way. Yes way. Right? Yes way. Of course. Oh my God. Ooh, what's behind here? The Knight of Cups. Romantic offers, invitations, actions, chivalry, gentlemanly behavior, being swept off one's feet, charm, attraction, dating, affection, warmth, and tenderness. You cannot make that up. You cannot make that up. Wow. Wow. You've had this strength for and it does take it takes a huge amount of strength to go through the things that you do. It took a huge amount of strength for me to go through the things that I did. To stay in those situations, even when they weren't serving you, hello? Because you thought that something good could come of it. Okay, let's forgive ourselves now for that. Because we thought that something good was going to come from that relationship. We thought that this person would be our forever person. We thought that we were going to genuinely be with this person and that we could alchemize something and build a family and build something true. It takes true love to be able to love so unconditionally that you're willing to stay. That you're willing to stay, to work things out, even when everything's against you, especially that person. It takes true unconditional love from within and without. It takes strength to go through those processes. It takes strength. If you're going through that now, it takes strength. The Lovers. The Lovers. Because this is what's coming. This is literally something that's blooming and blossoming. I was looking at the hair at first and I was like, it looked like something's blooming from the hair. But then I saw on the sides too, the tree. Just something blooming from this. Blooming from your hurt and blooming from your pain. Blooming from your past. And the fact that you're steady moving forward and choosing to alchemize it in a different way. Just by you watching this video, you just alchemized your own experience. You choosing to move forward and keep looking forward ahead of you without looking behind you, without saying, you know what, I know I deserve better, but maybe let me go ahead and dip back into this. You are being rewarded. You are being rewarded 44 on the time. And now someone is coming in. Maybe multiple people are coming in. Because you finally know who you are. This is high value. That's what that means. High value. High value, okay? You are high value. Nobody ever said that you had to be born high value. No. You've taken what you have learned and you have alchemized it. And you have turned into someone who sees themselves as when I thought that, I just saw how high the tree is, just how high the trees are outside of me. You see yourself as the highest. You see yourself up there with God because you've been hanging with God. And you deserve that reciprocation back. You know what you bring to the table. You know you are the table. I'm sorry. You're the whole house. You're the property that it sits on. Yeah. Yeah. You're the property it sits on, okay? You're the entire world. The core of this earth. You know what you deserve now. Nobody's going to sit there and take that away from you. I don't care who's trying to come back. I don't care who comes in with an apology. Okay, thank you. Wish you well. But that has nothing to do with me anymore. Now we're moving on. Because brighter things are coming. Brighter days are coming. Brighter gifts are coming. We're seeing the world for what it is, and that's pleasure. That is heaven on earth. We are experiencing true heaven on earth. And there's so much self-love that's coming from this. I just want to get like some clarification. Let's get some clarification. Ooh, I know that's right. I know that's right. Retreat. It's time to disconnect from the world. Taking some time to really love on you, to really show yourself what you deserve. And while you do that, guess what's coming in? Guess what's coming in? This past life relationship. Someone that you have known in the past life that is now saying, you know what, it's time. It's time. I've been waiting long enough. It's time. I'm coming through for you. Not gonna wait no more. We promised each other in this last life that we were going to come together, that we were going to grow together, that we were going to come at the perfect time for everything to just rise, for you to receive this influx of abundance, for you to receive everything all at once. This is someone coming in who you will know that they are different than the rest. They are different than the rest. You will feel it. You will feel it. There will not be any question in your mind. Any question in your heart. You will not doubt. When you bring something up to them, they will communicate with you. They will talk with you. They will want to know what's on your mind. They will listen. They will give you the things that you deserve. They will reciprocate your energy. They will not yell at you. There will not be any arguments that... Now, I'm not saying that you may not actually argue, but there won't be any arguments where you both leave feeling like this is over or I was just disrespected to the max. It's going to be genuine talking, communication, and it's going to be a huge different from arguments that you've been in. This isn't petty. This isn't something that they want to hurt you or they want to ruin your life. No, they want to talk to you. They want to get down to the bottom of things. They want to get to the root of the matter. They're interested in talking with you. They're interested in working things out with you. They're interested in loving you unconditionally. And they're not just interested, they're going to do it. They're going to love you unconditionally because that's what you deserve. That's what you deserve. And they will come to you wholeheartedly. If they make any mistakes, they will come to you wholeheartedly. They will be honest. They will be truthful. They will not hurt you. As humans, we do make mistakes. So let's not sit here and try to be like we're calling in this perfect person. No, they don't exist. Let your person have mistakes. Let your person be a person. Be human. They may come in and they may have mistakes that they have done. They may do mistakes. But I guarantee you it won't be any that harm you, that put you in harm's way, that put your mental in harm's way. You will be safe. You will be secure. I'm pretty sure I'm running out of space. But let's finish this off because I'll probably have to edit this, whatever. Let me get one last message. Let me just get one last message then. Let me just get one last message. Do I want it with this? No. That's why I had this deck here. It's the Creatrix Awakened Oracle deck. And it is so good. So good. Oh, God. Okay. Thank God. Okay. God, please continue to share these messages of the highest light for these people to alchemize and turn their pain into power. Show us who these people really are. Show us their power. And allow these messages to come through with clarity, with love, and with light. Allow these people to see and feel their power. Thank you, God. Ooh. I've never seen that. Oh my God, it's a mermaid! That is so cute. Oh my God. We got some sirens here. We got some mermaids here in a past life. Ooh. Did someone have like a mermaid and like merman relationship in Atlantis? If you resonate with that, you know. That is so funny. Children of the New Earth coming out again. Imagination, play, and resilience. I keep talking to the children of the New Earth. I really do. And it's because you have been so resilient in this lifetime. It is time for you to just play. Like I said, it's time for you to really show that love to yourself. This is that time for you to show that love to your inner child. Because where that comes from, where it stems from, not respecting yourself, staying in these relationships and not seeing the light and being with these people who don't see the light in you, it stems from the inner child and the things that you have been through then. And maybe your family didn't see you. Maybe you weren't heard. Maybe you weren't seen. Maybe you felt abandoned. Maybe you were abandoned. You know, there are so many things that happen in our childhood, and it goes into our adulthood. It goes into our lives. It happens with our children. It comes up. You cannot escape the things that you have been through in your childhood. They will always come up. Whether you're having a child of yourself, whether you do have a child of yourself, I can't even, whether you do have a child or not, you know, it comes up. These are things that we are healing on a daily basis, and healing is not linear. Let's be patient with ourselves. Let's be honest with ourselves. Let's give ourselves the love that we deserve. If these things come up, because I know we've been through eclipse season, if these things come up, honor them, feel them. Do not be afraid to scream. Do not be afraid to cry. Do not be afraid to say, you know what, this still hurts. This happened. And I didn't really allow myself to feel that. I'm going to allow myself to feel it now. I'm going to give myself the space to feel it now. Talk with yourself like a therapist. Open up that safe space for yourself so that you know you are here for yourself. Maybe you feel like you weren't there for yourself then, in the time where you were going through it, where you were with this person. Maybe it was abusive. Maybe it wasn't. Maybe it was abusive on various forms, because abusive is not just physical. It's also mental. It's also emotional. It's also verbal. Maybe you're going through and this person was really talking down at you. Maybe this person really made you feel like you couldn't be secure within yourself or within the relationship. These are things that you should share. These are things that you should honor. These are ways in which they weren't there for you, and also ways in which maybe you feel like you weren't there for yourself, and that's okay. That's okay. You did the best that you could with what you had. I don't care if that's physical, mental, emotional, spiritual. You did the best that you could with what you had. You are here now, and that is all that matters. We are here to go through these mistakes. We are here to go through this pain and alchemize it, to show ourselves that our bodies cannot be touched. It doesn't matter if you touch my physical body. Guess what? My spirit cannot be touched by your negativity. Affirm that. My spirit cannot be touched by your negativity. It doesn't matter what you do. No weapon formed against me shall ever prosper. No weapon formed against us shall ever prosper. We are the children of the new earth. We are the children of God. We will always be taken care of. These things that you have been through have showed you something about yourself. That you are strong, that you are resilient, that you have things to offer and things to give, that you are loving, that your empathy, that your love, that your care, that your energy is unmatched. So unmatched that they'd love to leech off of it. It's unmatched. And now it's time for you to see that within yourself. Give that to yourself and allow other people to see that too. Because it's coming in. These are people that are coming in that are going to show you the reflection of who you are. And not just how you feel about yourself. But when they do come in to show you how you feel about yourself, it's going to be upgraded. Because you're seeing a side of yourself that you really love. That's all sides. You're really seeing yourself for who you are. Damn. That takes strength. That takes power. That takes wisdom. And I have so much wisdom now because of it. I can write a book. I can do a course and tell you what not to do, what signs to look for, what to get over, how to get over this, how to love yourself, how to look within, how to see yourself, step by step. You are seeing that about yourself. You are seeing that now nothing was taken away from you. No, it added on to you. It added on to you. You have wisdom and power and resilience that nobody can ever take away from you. You have a story that nobody can ever take away from you or dim because it's yours. And what you do with that is you alchemize it and build upon it. And you turn around and you say, you know what, this happened to me? Well, guess what? Now I'm going to make sure that the people in my life will never feel that. That the people I truly love in my life will never feel that type of harm, that type of hurt. And now, don't get me wrong, we cannot be the most perfect parent or the most perfect person. We got to let them have their contracts here on this earth too, whoever that may be. But we come with the truth and with the honor and with the love that was never given. And we show them that. Let me get this. Wow. The beauty way, compassionate, self-awareness, feminine fire, desire, liberation, authenticity, celestial awakening, self-love, connection, high priestess, soul calling, calibration, collective rising. Do you see what I'm talking about? Ooh. That power's been amplified. Let's see what this is. Whoa. The Jaguar Council. Audacity. Synergy. Stewardship. Do you see what you're coming into now? This power? This, oh my God, this power. And yeah, you do have the audacity now. Yeah, you do. You do. Bird confirmation. You do have the audacity. You do. You have the audacity to do that and then some and more. You're not just that in a bag of chips. You're that in the restaurant. You're that in all the restaurants in the entire world. You're that in the restaurants that are still about to come up. Period. I'm not even finna play with you. I'm not finna play with you. Also, these cards are so beautiful. Can we actually take a look at this? Because this has been calling me. This rainbow. Rainbows have been so significant here. Look at this. The beauty way. Wow. Look how beautiful that is. The hummingbird. Hummingbirds have been coming up. They've been coming up. Cows. Hather. The goddess Hather. Let her nurture you. Go to her and let her nurture you. The eagle. I talked about an eagle in my last message. It's been coming up. The snake. It's been coming up. Oh, wow. Yep. The felines, yep. Wow. It's funny because we had the earth and I was literally saying just how, wow, yeah, you do have the audacity, influence, sufficiency, unapologetic, Magdalena of the Rose, Creatrix Awakened. I literally said this was the Creatrix Awakened deck. I always feel like it's so powerful to get the card that's on the front of the deck. Like, I always feel like it's so powerful. Creatrix Awakened. I choose conscious creation. What were we talking about? I literally said we're not going to sit here and talk about who did what in our past and how that influenced us. Who cares? Who cares? We make a conscious choice every single day of what we are going to do. Every single day. We make that choice. You know that you're going to be deciding better for yourself. And that's just the point. That's just the period, point blank. You know that. You were... Words not even coming out, bro. Words not even coming out. You are literally the Creatrix Awakened. Man or woman. This... Whoa. I asked God to show you how powerful you are, and the cards that are coming up are just so crazy. High Priestess, the Jaguar Council, Magdalena of the Rose, Feminine Fire. I split the deck. Mother of Dragons, Alchemy, Grace, Creation Codes. Well, what did we just do? When I say that we are alchemizing, I mean it. I mean it. Yeah. You are the mother, you are the father of dragons. Yeah. Wow. 44 on the time again. They wanted me to see that. It's like it paused on that. It wanted me to see that. Wow. I'm going to end that here. I lied. Let me get one more. Let me just get one more. Let me just get one more. Let me get one more. That's just going to really seal the deal. If they haven't figured out who they are by now, let's just get one more to seal the deal. Who are they? Just wanted to come out. It wanted to come out. It was at the top. And here we are. Queen Rising. Queen archetype. Feminine leadership. The Phoenix Blessing. And that's the last card. The Phoenix Blessing. New opportunities, new beginnings. You saw that flashlight? I'm so proud of you. If no one's told you today, I am so proud of you. You are doing the damn thing. You really are. You're so powerful. You're so intuitive now. If you just looked at yourself from who you were back then that did that thing, even I don't care if it was a week ago. I don't care if it's going on now. You're not the same person. You're just not. And things are changing. New beginnings, new opportunities. Literally, things are changing. What do you say about that, Rainbow? Things are changing. You are like the source and the cause of that change. You've done it. I'm so proud of you. You have alchemized this entire thing and have shown yourself who the F you are. So proud. So proud. Tell yourself right now in the mirror, that is your homework, that you are proud of yourself. Okay? So if you like this, if you want to see more, I'm still going to post more because nobody's going to silence me. Nobody's going to shut me up. Okay? So if you would like to see more, subscribe. We're going to talk. We're going to talk. Subscribe, like, comment, share. Let me know what you think. Let me know if this resonated with you, what you're going through. Let me know. Affirm your power. Thank you so much for listening.